Number 1. Borås Park. The city's top attraction is an ethical, thoughtfully designed zoo on the northern outskirts. There are more than 600 animals at the park, from 65 species, counting Sweden's only African elephants. Where the zoo excels is in the design of its enclosures. Savanna species like elephants, giraffes, and zebras are allowed roam in a spacious field ringed by stone walls and observation points for visitors. Number 2. Textile Museet. The Textile Museum is in the city's former industrial area and documents this trade, mapping out the development in technology from the middle of the 1800s and showing how the working lives of the industry's employees changed over time. The museum has one of Europe's largest collections of functioning textile machines, giving you an insight into the crafts of spinning and yarn manufacturing, weaving and knitting. Number 3. No Limit Street Art Borås. Graffiti and urban art are a controversial topic in Sweden, but Borås has gone against the grain to embrace them in a controlled way. The city's blank apartment blocks have become works of art, up to 7 stories high. Until recently, Borås also had a zero-tolerance policy to street art, but that all changed in 2014 when the city staged its first no-limit event. Back then, artists from 7 different nations were invited to bring some magic to the cityscape over the course of a week in September. Number 4. Navet Science Center. Just the place for inquisitive young minds, the Navet Science Center is somewhere kids can tackle concepts in technology, mathematics, and science in fun, hands-on ways. The center's staff are on hand to help children aged around 5 to 11 solve problems in the Palace of Math, build their own machines, or conduct experiments in the water zone. Kids are encouraged to get involved as much as possible and let their creativity run wild as they learn about the birth of the universe. Number 5. Abasita Museum of Modern Art. From the 1960s, the owners, Barrett and Bengt Swegmark, amassed a collection of mostly pop art and photography. Over time, this grew to more than 500 works by artists like Roy Lichtenstein, David Hockney, Andy Warhol, Kiki Smith, and Ellsworth Kelly. This is all presented over 3 floors, in a space once devoted to making corsets and lingerie before production was moved overseas. Number 6. Borås Museum. 15 historic buildings from the Sjuhäradsbygden region have been moved to this outdoor museum founded in 1914. One is the Nemanska Garden, a rare example of a Borås-style farmhouse from the 17th century. The oldest structure is the stunning Ramna Kirken, a church built from wood and dating to the 1500s. Even today, the church is used for christenings, weddings, and everyday worship. All of these buildings are open and allow a glimpse at daily routines in old times, while the workplaces show off the traditional crafts people once relied on. Number 7. Stadsparken. Borås Main Park sits in 33 hectares on a meander in the Visken just to the south of the center. It was founded in the 1890s, when the park's mature trees were planted. Whatever the season, there's always something to do here. In winter, the park has an ice rink, and you can hire skates from the old orangery. In summer, the flower beds and enchanting rose garden are in bloom, and you can bring little ones for a round at the adventure golf course. Number 8. Borås Konstmuseum. The city's art museum was established in 1934 and since 1976 has been in the Kulturhuset along with the city theater and library. The museum is divided into several departments and galleries over 3 levels. The permanent collection offers an insight into the art scene in Western Sweden during the 20th century, viewing works by artists like Roland Kemp and Sixten Lundbom. Number 9. Målarpskvarn. There has been a mill at this spot by the Visken since the 1500s, as the water flows quickly down to the lake. The present mill dates to the 19th century and was still making flour as recently as 1968. On the property you can see the miller's lodgings, while the mill and its restored water wheel are in full working order. If you come, allow some time to walk around the local countryside, which is a nature reserve. Number 10. Borås International Sculpture Biennale. The Biennale takes all around Borås, and is usually centered on Stora Torget, the city's main square. At the 2016 edition, there were 15 works by artists from Sweden, USA, Lebanon, Finland, Denmark, and the UK. The Biennale leaves a lasting impression on the city, and the inaugural edition furnished Borås with a 9-meter bronze statue of Pinocchio by the American artist Jim Dine. Hope you like this video. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel.